A lot of the supine work, or the work we've been doing laying on our backs, has been to reestablish that connection that our breath, our pelvic floor, and our transverse abdominis have in supporting the lumbar spine or the lower back so that we can move freely in our lives. This exercise we're going to do is focusing on the rectus abdominis. That's the six-pack abs. That's the abdominal muscle that ends up separating on us through the linea alba if you have a diastasis recti or abdominal separation. Don't worry, this is absolutely diastasis friendly. We are not doing any flexion of the spine. No crunches involved in this video. You're going to come to lie on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. And we're going to keep the feet flat on the floor for the first round. And we're going to reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Now, when you reach your arms up towards the ceiling, you're going to try and touch the ceiling. So you can see I'm going to lift my shoulders away from the floor. It appears my shoulders are lifting away from the floor. What I'm doing is I'm sliding the shoulder blades away from the spine. And it really helps me to anchor my back ribs. So that rectus abdominis muscle that goes from the pubic bone to the rib cage, right, is active here. It's helping to draw those front ribs down. I'm still going to think transverse engagement, right? That's the first layer, engaging the transverse and then zippering the pubic bone towards the xiphoid process. From here, slowly as I can, I'm reaching my arms overhead. I'm going slow because it makes the arms much heavier. And the whole while I'm doing this, I'm looking to keep my back ribs on the floor. And what tends to happen to a lot of us is we end up going into rib flare. And if you've got support under your head, it's really uncomfortable in the neck to go into rib flare. And if I take the block away for a moment, and I look to anchor here, right? If I go into rib flare, it doesn't bother my neck, but you can see how my back is arching because I think I need to get my arms all the way overhead. So I'm going to use the block. So I take the neck out of the picture, take the shoulders out of the picture. I'm going to exhale, wrap the transverse zipper, pubic bone to xiphoid process, slide the shoulder blades off the back, and then reach the arms. I'm going to go about halfway. And going about halfway really is forcing my rectus abdominis and my transverse abdominis muscles to engage here. And I'm going to slowly bring the arms back up and release that. Right? When you've got that down, you feel like you've got a fair amount of control. You can take the block away, you can lower the head, or you can add on coming into that dead bug position. Right? Maybe you do it one leg at a time. Release. Exhale the other leg up. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale. Inhale, bring the arms back and release the leg down. Or maybe you grab your Pilates ball or you grab your resistance band and you squeeze or push out into the ball resistance band and keep the legs up while taking the arms. Right? It's just adding a little bit more load onto this work, but don't start in the hardest thing. Right? Start with the simplest.